I do feel that when it comes to, keeping in touch with family and friends and being emotionally available for them, that was one major goal that you really achieved. The second one was pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, and that was something that you were able to do very successfully. So, in the process of doing that, you are realizing that, in fact, you're realizing where your breaking point lies and how strong you are, how capable you are, and also what it is that you are able to handle on your own. The other goals that you set for yourself, regarding love, regarding stabilizing personal achievements and things like that, those two things didn't pan out exactly the way that you want, but I feel that for a lot of you, you are bringing in the knowledge that in those matters, and you're bringing them into the future with you so that you can make better informed decisions, okay? I do sense for a lot of you too, the first quarter of this year is going to be finding a partnership. This is something that is really weighing heavily on your mind. You want companionship, you want camaraderie, and you want somebody that gets you, where you can, critique each other's ideas and things like that without one party getting defensive. So you just want somebody to grow with. And I do feel that for especially male Capricorns. So this is male Capricorns regardless of whatever gender you're dating. I'm picking up a male Capricorn energies. A lot of you are actually going out there and dating a lot. Female Capricorns, once again, regardless of whatever gender you're dating, if you are a female Capricorn or if you self identify as a female Capricorn, I do feel that when it comes to the matter of personal achievement, it lies with more with friendships. It lies more with cooperation, and it lies more with just this. I feel this very beautiful feminine energy, where you are kind of accepting that things will come in their own time. Whereas for male Capricorns, I feel that the energy is a little bit more combative. So that's what's going on for the first quarter of the year. I feel that 2015 was a great year for personal achievements, for, pushing your boundaries, for knowing how much you can take and learning a lot about yourself. So this is a year in which you're pretty much adamant about going out there, dating once again, or, being more open and receptive with your time, with your heart, into attracting love into your life. So I feel that for a lot of you, 2015 was a little bit lonely, and you want 2016 to be more relationship oriented. And that's just something that you're trying to organize your life around, and you're trying to make top priority for 2016. Now, the second quarter, what I am sensing here is there is going to be a very, very strong soul connection. And I do feel that the person that is coming into your life is a fire energy, and this can be their sun, moon, or rising. Okay, I'm getting a lot of fire, passion, heat coming through for the second quarter of the month. And I do sense that this person is somebody who's very spontaneous, is very on spur of the moment, is very passionate, very truthful as well. They have a heart of gold, is what I'm sensing. And this is a situation that you've been waiting for quite some time. And this person, I feel, is proposing that you take a trip with them. This can be overseas, or this can just be, taking a weekend trip out in the countryside or in the mountains and go camping and things like that. So I do feel a very outdoorsy energy with this fire sign. And I do feel that there is a great sense of camaraderie. I do feel that the person coming in, initially, it starts out as, just mutual friendship, mutual rapport, very strong emotional connection. And then later on, it possibly towards the end of the second quarter, things escalate, and things are taken to the next level. And you realize that you have a lot in common on a philosophical, personal basis. Now, in terms of work, I do feel that you are looking for a career, a track that is a little bit more stable. So a lot of you might be looking into, governmental institutions and things like that for a career track. Whereas the person that you're attracting into your life coming in the second quarter is more of a freelancer, is more of a consultant. So, in a way, it works out perfectly because wherever you move to, they will be able to or willing to move along with you. However, I do feel that with different career aspirations come a very different lifestyle. They can pretty much pick up and go wherever they choose and whenever they choose. Whereas for you, your life is a little bit more, I guess, sedentary. So the major obstacle I feel coming in for the second half of this, well, the second quarter of this year is how to fix this, I guess, lifestyle differences, how to incorporate one another into, the same life path, and who should be compromising, because I do feel that both of you are very standing very firm in your convictions, and it's not about clashing wills, or it's not about two people not wanting to compromise. I do feel there is a great deal of emotional rapport here, but I do sense that for a lot of you, it's not, it's just that you're willing to let one another be, and you're willing to understand that, okay, well, we're both at really different points in our lives, and I want you to, grow to your best potential, and likewise the other person is thinking the same. So you're just going to, possibly have a long distance relationship, or even let one another be so that you can reconvene at a later date. So this is something that is being decided on in the second quarter of 2016 for a lot of you. I do feel that for a lot of you too, there is somebody coming through that you are just very fascinated by. But I do sense that, once again, work and career comes on the forefront, and then you might not have the courage as well to make a move on this person. So the universe is really asking you to push yourself a little bit further, because make an offer, make a gesture that you are interested, because this seems to me like the ideal situation, that the ideal person that you've been waiting for throughout 2015. So it would be in your best interest to take that risk. Now, in terms of the third quarter, what I do sense is that there is some messages, waiting on some messages, or there is talks about travel. There is potentially long-term planning when it comes to, this same relationship partner, or if it's a new person coming through. I do feel that this next one is going to be an air sign, okay? And the air signs are Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, someone who is very intelligent, who is very articulate, who is a little bit of a commitment phobe. So I do feel that for a lot of you, you're kind of waiting on communication from this specific air sign, and it is going to be a life-changing experience in a way where you feel that, okay, if this person comes back to me and offers me a commitment, I know that they're going to mean it, and I know that, the relationship will solidify in a way that it will be very permanent and we're very fruitful. So you're waiting on this person, and there is going to be a little bit of a communication halt that it can be frustrating to deal with, but I do feel that you want it to be done methodically, carefully, and you want the other person to really take their time. And that's the thing here. I do feel that all of your relationships for 2016 is going to be very courteous. I feel that while there is a lot of passion, you are not really rushing forward, and you're not really pushing for a specific outcome. You're very much, go with the flow, very laid back, and you might seem a little bit kind of nonchalant from your partner's perspective. So this is something to keep your in mind as well as you progress through 2016. If you feel very strongly about something, you really have to express yourself, because other people might take your standoffishness as indifference, and they might, feel that you're not interested in them. So express what it is that you feel very strongly, passionately about, so that other people can, relate to you more on an emotional level. And I do feel that is something that might have been a blockage in 2015. And in 2016, this is like 2016 will bring about more dynamic people, more bubbly, lively energies in terms of other people into your life, so that you can break yourself out of this your own shell. Okay, so you can like find a way for you to relate more on an emotional level, and I feel that it's going to be very beneficial for you. I do sense as well that for a lot of you, there might be two relationship partners in the works for you, or two people showing interest. Either that, or two people that you are potentially interested in, and a major choice, a major sacrifice is going to have to come through. And I do sense that you can't really go wrong in this regard. I do feel that the fire energy, if you are ever deciding between an air sign and a fire sign, the fire energy is going to be more passionate, and is going to have the heart of gold that you're looking for. Whereas the air sign, I do feel that it is a little bit lacking in commitment, in direction. So this is just, overall advice, but of course it is going to play out differently for a lot of you. So I definitely feel that either way, there is very strong sense of camaraderie, friendship, and things like that coming through for you. Now, when it comes to the career and work front for the fourth quarter, things are looking very good when it comes to moving, changing location, changing jobs, deciding between, whether or not you want to go back to school, or continue working. So I definitely feel that is coming in for you very strongly. And it's sort of like I'm sensing that for a lot of you, it's either, do I do school or work? Should I take that extra course, or should I continue and pursue my career? And the cards are telling me that you actually can do both, okay? With a little bit of ingenuity, with a little bit of flexibility, and just, good time management skills, you definitely can handle both. You have the skills, the intelligence to definitely do that. So if you ever find yourself at a crossroads and you feel that, it's difficult to make a decision, I wouldn't advise between two people, but when it's two things that you're very passionate about, find a way for you to incorporate them both into your lives, and also find a way for you to be able to divide your time between the two. And I feel that it can be very fruitful for you. Okay, so I do feel a lot of commute coming through third quarter as well. Now, in terms of the fourth quarter looks very, very stable. And once again, it is a busy, busy quarter. But I do feel that when it comes to your financial situation, things are kind of a little bit topsy-turvy. It's like a little bit up and down. The very beginning of the last quarter, the fourth quarter. So around the month of September and October, for some reason, I do feel some expenditures coming out. I do feel as well that some work project can possibly come to an end. Something has a major decision has been reached. So if you're waiting on that major decision coming into your life, it is coming in the fourth quarter. Major decision is being reached where you are going to have to basically one aspect of your life is ending and another one is beginning. And I do feel for a lot of you, this can encompass a physical relocation this time around. You're physically picking up all of your things, all of your belongings, all of your memories, all of your physical items and properties and things like that, and you're moving on to the next location. And I do feel for a lot of you that have been, very adamant about planning every month, every moment of your life. You're kind of resigning yourself, not in the spirit of, defeat or anything like that. I don't sense that, but you are resigning yourself to the fact that you're having trust in the universe. And it seems to me like there is this image of somebody cranking out like a note, or somebody telling you you're waiting on a cosmic energy that is going to decide for you where your next location is going to be. So I do feel for a lot of you, this is in the hands of fate, is what I'm sensing. And you're okay with that. You're leaving things up to the divine power and to the hands of fate. So you are basically wrapping things up, tying up loose ends, and you're telling yourself by October, November, whatever will be, whatever will come for me will be great. If, I trust that I will be where I need to be. And then we end up for the rest of this year with one of the most magnificent cards in the deck. I do have, Ten of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, as well as the Ten of Cups. So the next phase in your life, I do feel that it is going to be very much about managing all of your responsibilities in order to let that partner into your life. So a lot of you are ending this year with a very strong, solid partnership. It might have started out as a long distance thing. It might have started out with a very, without much of a commitment. But I do feel by the end of this year, there is going to be a situation in which both parties are seeing eye to eye, and you might relocate to be with this person, and you both might move in together. So I do feel very, very strongly that it is the beginning of the next phase in your life, and entails another person, a very, very stable relationship. I do feel as well that this is a really good, stable partner, and this is somebody that you want in your life because you've been through the barren desert in 2015 and the love relationships. There were plenty of dating opportunities, but I feel that for a lot of you, in terms of having a very strong spiritual, emotional connection, it was definitely absent. So when you find that you have that, emotional spark with somebody, you know that they're the one, and you know that this is, you're in it for good. So for a lot of you, I do feel that you are going to be in a very committed relationship by the end of this year. And I do sense that there is possibly an opportunity where you are leaving a job behind in order to move in with the other person, or you are thinking very, very carefully about the types of jobs that you're going to take up next. And geographically, you're planning with another person where it is that you want to be so that you both can be together. This is something that you vowed since the beginning of the year in January. You're going to make more of an effort to find the right person. You're going to make more of an effort to, date, and not only in the spirit of dating, but to find somebody that you're very much in alignment with so that you can share your life with. And I feel that, that was the goal you set out for yourself.